Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. It's the Mosin dude here today, and we're going to be talking about the reasoning behind my name for the YouTube channel. If you can see here, there's two Mosins, and I'm a dude. That is why I named it the Mosin dude. Alright, thank you, that'll be all. No, I'm just kidding, but guys, for real, thanks for joining me today. If you haven't already, subscribe, like the video, and ring the notification bell. That way you're on top of all the notifications when I upload a new video. So today, we're going to be shooting these fine Mosin Nagants. One on the left with the laminate stock is a 9130. The one on the right is a Finnish capture. It's a B-barrel 1942 Finnish M91. It leads me to believe that this rifle was captured because the bolt has some Russian inspection marks on it, so that leads me kind of to believe that it was captured. The bolt matches the barrel, which is typical for Finnish rifles. They are typically what they do is, well, that's called a Finnish marking, and they'll do that to just match the bolt to the barrel. As you can see, 087, you can see it there, kind of make it out 087. So the Finns did this to match those two together because those are the main functioning parts of the rifle. So with that being said, also the one on the left is a Tula 1934. It is pretty sweet. Both these rifles are clean as can be, almost as if they just ran off the production line. They got a few scuffs and stuff on the stocks, as you can see on the laminate up top right there near that little grip. But otherwise, these rifles are almost in immaculate condition. The Finnish M91, I would give it probably a 96%. With the Tula up top, I'd probably give it about a 90. As you can see, there's some scuffs and stuff on the mag, which kind of take away from it. But otherwise, the metal on these rifles is excellent. Finish is all there, all original. The reason I bought both of these rifles, they were a little more pricey than I wanted to. As far as Mosins go, I say that they were both in like the $400 range, which isn't terrible. But I looked at them. They both looked excellent from the outside, but then the barrels were immaculate. And I'd say that with, absolute certainty that these rifle bores, are almost unissued. They are bright, shiny, sharp rifling. These things look like they've never even been shot before, which is not the case, I'm sure. But these rifles, somebody who had them before me took very, very good care of them, and I'm going to take good care of them as well as I add these guys to the collection. So let's get into the shooting of this, guys. I'm going to put these guys on paper with this S&B. It's 180 grain soft point stuff. I got soft point because this rifle you see on the bottom, this Finnish M91, I'm going to try to shoot aoudad with, or Barbary sheep. So we're at 100 yards here. I'm just going to put it on paper and see how they go. So I really want to take this rifle out because the Finns, they do an excellent job with accurizing their rifles. So I'm going to put these guys on paper and see how they do. Alright guys, so I have 5 rounds of S&B 180 grain loaded up right now. We're going to put them on paper and see how they shoot. I promise I'm not a lightweight, but I just had labrum surgery not too long ago, so I don't want to mess up my shoulder shooting these rifles from the bench. So that's why I'm using this. I don't have an actual recoil pad or anything. So the left target is going to be the 9130, and the right is going to be the M91 here. So let's get to shooting, see how they do. That's not too bad with this thing on the end. These bolts can be a little stiff at times, I will say. Alright, last round here. Alright. Let's get the 91 loaded up here and see how she does. Alright, so loading up the M91. I'm actually super excited to see how this one shoots. The trigger on the 9130 is kind of rough. The M91 here is a little spongy to begin with, but the break is super crisp. So I'm excited to see how that works out. Alright, with the right target, and I gotta say I do kind of like these Finnish sights a little better than the M91s. We'll see how it shoots. Last round here. Alright guys, let's go check it out. Alright guys, so here's the targets back retrieved from 100 yards. You can see that the one on the right is the 9130, the one on the left is the M91. Kind of about the results I expected. The 9130 put out about a 6-inch group, not super impressive. The fin, however, you can see all 5 shots right there. One flyer, I think I may have pulled that, but that is the 7.62x54R casing after it's been shot, so that gives you a perspective. Casing's about 2.5 inches long, so honestly not a bad group at all, and I wasn't shooting from the most stable platform, but that'll definitely do. It's shooting a little high because the Finn's battle sight there rifles for 150 meters, so it's going to shoot a little high, but otherwise rifle does excellent, so I will take that one all dead hunting here soon enough. So I have 147 grain surplus ammunition here that I'm going to shoot. I'm going to take the 91 here to 300 meters and see how it does on the steel. Gonna use my little recoil device here, super scientific, and let's see if we can smack this steel at 360 yards. Alright, that was a little high. I'm gonna aim bottom edge of the plate. Smacked it. Like clockwork, people. That made an interesting sound for hitting the same target. Hey guys, back at the house. I got the rifles all cleaned up, cleaned myself up, shaved and everything after that eventful AK mud test video. That was interesting to see how that played out. But nonetheless, shaved and everything. Let me know down below if you think I should have kept the mustache. I'd be interested to see what you guys think. But nonetheless, I do appreciate you guys watching these videos and supporting the channel. This hobby is basically all this is. This channel is just a hobby. Putting out videos, talking about my passions. I love firearms. I love spreading education about firearms and trying to build that culture up. along with, you know, just all the other videos of camping and anything outdoors really. So I do appreciate you guys sticking around, subscribing, and you know, giving your feedback. It really does help me to give what you guys want, and then also help to grow the channel as well, and help me to afford some of these expensive pieces of history. So the more I can add to my collection, the happier I'll be. And I'll have to do a video on my whole collection when I'm back home sometime, where all of them are. But nonetheless, guys, I do appreciate it. Make sure to like this video, subscribe, and turn that notification bell on so you know when my posts come out. Guys, lastly, always remember where you came from and to stay humble. It's the Mosin Dude, and we'll catch you on the next video. See ya.